Thank you. Tab. Yeah, so 395. And that's 2 2 2/3. So let's go with as I said, 390. What is this song? I don't know if I can see on here. No. I don't know. Does anyone know this song? Just like, my phone automatically can hear. No, I don't. I'll Shazam it. Sorry. Okay, so it's not. This song reminds me of school. It must have been played. What year was that, Nani Kid? When did you graduate? A lot of people won't understand what school is. 300. Okay. Okay, half a cup. Yes, 2.5 cups. Cool. Cool. All right, and then 8 grams of salt. So grab your salt here and teaspoon, should be 2 teaspoons. Just over. 2¼ teaspoons. Okay, what did I say? 2 grams. 2 teaspoons. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, Roselli, what song was it? Now everyone's interested. All right, so that's our frothy milk, yeast, sugar, egg, and then we'll just give this a mix and we're just going to combine it. Okay, you can do this in a stand mixer if you like, or I'm going to show you to hand mix it. Oh, I didn't see, this is why I didn't convert something. It says add the butter, add egg and melted butter. All right, got to figure out what's going on here. Hey, Katie. Prayer in C, Robin Schulz remix. And The Prick. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, butter. Cream cheese, butter. Filling.
Delicious.
Delirium. Thank you for 13 months. Thank you very much. Molly! How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? How was school drop-off today? Okay, so we're just going through this recipe. We've lost butter somewhere. I'm gonna have to look in my drive. This is why I test and check things on stream with you guys, rather than just uploading, assuming that they work. Because it's the hardest thing, like the process to automatically convert like a recipe from one recipe format to another. It's hugely plagued with issues, so you have to like manually do it, but that has its issues as well. So it was awesome. School prep was all fighting. Jordan suddenly gone off cornflakes for breakfast. Oh my gosh. And does she usually eat cornflakes like every other morning? She doesn't want them now. Cool, man. You know when you use a login and then it tells you your login's wrong, but then you put your old login and like it says you can't use, you change your password to a password that already was before. Cinnamon scrolls, here we go. Last edited in 2022, cool. Oh no, this is the recipe from All In Together. Oh no, it's in the, okay. 2 tablespoons of butter. There we go, look at that. 2 tablespoons of softened, or you can melt it. It doesn't matter too much, but softened's fine. 2 tablespoons, okay. 30 grams. $20 grams. Lightly salted butter. Okay, so just make sure 2 tablespoons. What we're going to do is we'll mix this together and then we'll add the butter at the end. Okay, so that's your dough. It's going to be stiffer than like a soft burger bun dough, because this needs to be firm. We need to be able to roll this dough out. So it's a little bit firmer, more manageable, and it's easier if you don't have a stand mixer to knead, because I get a bit worried when recipes call for a stand mixer, and if you don't have one, it's a bit worrying for me, because I want to be able to, it not to be too, like, it to be a recipe that isn't too consuming. I want the recipes that I create to be fun, and I don't want you to feel like you're gonna get carpal tunnel by needing to knead them for a long time. And this one isn't bad. Stuff like, you know, pasta can be a bit frustrating because you're gonna knead it and it's quite stiff. Ramen dough can give you carpal tunnel. All right, so just wipe the bench. Miss Molly silicone mat, down like that. You flatten it out like that and make sure there's no air bubbles. It shouldn't move. Hey, Peace One. Whenever you're ready, we can do mail time. Peace One, I keep, all weekend, I kept walking into Exceed's office and seeing the parcels. And I was like, oh my God, very excited. You shouldn't have. I don't know what they are, but it worries me and excites me at the same time. All right, so transfer your dough over. If you want, just grab like a plastic bench scraper. All right, give me a few minutes. We'll get this dough proofing. That's what I said to Exceed. I was like, they don't feel like spatulas. He's like, you shouldn't be touching them. One's in a big box. The post office only gave me one when I went to pick it up. And I was like, I'm pretty sure there should be two. Because that's what you told Exceed and told me on stream. And they were like, oh. And I gave them the tracking number. One is from your wish list, one is something else. Oh. Okay. The something else? What made you get that? Oh my God, I'm nervous now. All right, so just kneading back and forward. If only there was a monthly spatula service where 5 spatulas are sent to you. No. Sharpened knives would be good, like a service that where they give you 5 knives, and then at the end of the month they give them they come and collect them, and then they give you 5 more sharp knives. That would be amazing. Okay, so just pushing back and forward. When it starts to get sticky like this, you can wet your hands, or we're just going to get our butter, which I need to weigh. Should be 20 grams. It's a bit soft. Okay, not 20 grams. It's going to be 36 grams. Let's go 40, because 40 is good. See if it... Stop sticking. I said to Exeter, I was like, do you know what the mail is? Mine is our whisk for some reason, but I need a wooden spoon subscription. They seem to disappear. That's why you shouldn't use wooden spoons, Delirium. You should use silicone spatulas. Okay. So it helps not to stick on your hands if you do this, but we're just going to incorporate it like this. Oh, it's like farting at me. Knead it in. Cinnamon scrolls, if anyone's wondering what we're making. And then we're going to do mayo time. And then we're going to do wonton noodle soup. Okay. What you yelling for? I need a straw cleaner brush service. I honestly don't know. Kept on losing. I keep them in the sink drawer now, so that I always have the straw cleaner there. But I started realizing that it's really hard to see, trust that your straws are clean if they've got a bend to them, so you can't see inside. So now I just said to Exceed, we just use straight straws. So you can pick it up, see if it's clean inside, and then it just gives you a peace of mind. Also printed out the new recipe. Yes. I love to hear that. How about you guys? Do you guys use reusable straws? They have a spot in my kitchen and I just walk away. You need to do what I do. We used to do with scissors and tie them with string. Okay, so knead it like that. Looks good. We're gonna let it set aside in the bowl and give it some time to proof for like 10 minutes, and then we'll come back to it, okay? Wash hands, let it do its thing. Okay, piece one. Are you ready for mail time? We need a mail time song. Mail time. If you guys want to send something to us, PO Box, !PO Box, whether it be a handwritten letter or something we use on stream, some food I could try. I really love it. I feel very, very grateful. It's a huge, huge way into my heart. That wasn't what I was meant to say. It's a huge thing for someone to do, and I really, really appreciate it. And then if you leave a message, it goes onto our community wall in the pantry, up at the back. Time someone sends us something, like a message or whatever, it goes up there. I love it. Because I look at it when I'm in the pantry or I'm about to leave. Or making coffee, while I'm waiting for the coffee machine to go, I always look up there and read all the messages. Okay. Peace Swan. Which one do I open first? This one here? Is this the one from the wish list? Which one's from the wish list? We'll open that one first. And then the sneaky one, we'll do that. Small one should be from the wish list. Okay. The big ones are not? Oh my God. Okay. All right, we'll see if I rip it. Cad, open the one that smells the best. There's no glitter coming out, so I'm not sure how to say your name. Welcome in. Pushero Sag, welcome in. Peace Swan is in the box. All right. What is this? Let's get my head in. Oh my God! How unlike you. I've been looking at these for so long. Peace Swan is the spatula man. If you guys have not been around for a while, you might know. Peace Swan has, because I love spatulas. I use them religiously, silicone and red spatulas. They're amazing. So it just matches so well. I wanted one of, now I have two. These are great for casseroles or mixing rice. I love them. Thank you so much. I saw the silicone something, so I had to get it. You're amazing. Thank you. So I have more than this. Trust me. I have a whole, I feel like I have to show everyone now. That's why we always joke about, they're still in the wrappers. Guys, I got spatulas for days. I never remember I have that many. It shocks me every time I open the drawer or pick them up. I'm like, oh, I've got a lot. But then you go, oh my God. So they just work in so well. Thank you, Peace One. I think you need more. That's not enough. No one send me more. I'm unstoppable today. Peace One, thank you very much. It's very, very thoughtful. So that was from our Amazon wish list. Very cool. Now I can make rice. And they're good salad scoops and stuff. We found Molly's obsession. I didn't think it was an obsession, and then Peace One made it an obsession. Okay, what is this? I'm nervous. Okay, so tell me the reasoning behind this. I need to put them so I can wash them. Before I open it, what made you choose this? I hope it's a cute charcuterie board. My heart is beating a million miles an hour. You'll see it, you mention it in the stream, hopefully the note is in it. Okay. I hope you haven't spent too much money. A charcuterie board, yeah. Then I'll be as cool as you and Queen Llama Drama. All right. I want to look for the I don't want to see what it is. I want to find the note. Okay, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna shut my eyes and I'm gonna, I don't know what it is, but the paper. Okay, the paper's here. Exceed didn't say I couldn't get it for you. What is this? Exceed said I couldn't get it for you. Oh my God, Peace One. I am gonna put this to work. This is a electric fly swatter. Oh my God. Yes. It's like the tennis racket that I always wanted. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I want flies to come. Oh my God. Okay. USB-C. No, USB chargeable. Okay. Can't break it. What does that mean? No, I don't know how to make it work. I don't know if it... maybe we should read the instructions. There isn't any. Okay. Does anyone speak German? Probably have to charge it. But the light comes on. Battery's not included. The battery light comes on. Okay. User manual. Please assemble this fly swatter by screwing the power part into the racket part when first using. Please pull the switch to off when charging. Red light indicates the swatter is charging normally and the green light indicates fully charged after 4 to 6 hours continuous charging. Pull the switch to on 1 or on 2 and press the power button above the switch. The red light turns on, wave the swatter to mosquito and they will be killed instantly. Pull the switch to off after using, but do not touch the metal net until 5 seconds later. It can be used around 30 days exclusively for killing mosquito and 100 hours for lighting. What do you think I'm going to walk around and be like, in the middle of the night, who's there? Who's there? Who's there? You can use it as like someone breaks in. Nice. All right. Touch the two wires together. Which two wires? All right, so if I press it in, I need to, wait, nighttime fly killing, yeah. So we turn it off. Do you think we should charge it? I don't have a little dongle thing. I don't know how to charge it. I have to figure out if we've got a USB wall plug. Yes, charge it. Thank you, Peace One. This is super dope. This is very cool. I know, like, if you asked me what I thought it was, I would not think it was these. This is very cool. And I need to write what it was actually on there, and we'll put this on the community wall. Thank you very much. This is so cool. Gonna let it burn. You wait, we need a mounting place. So when the flies come, just pick it up. Guys, I'm like Helena Dokic. Who's a tennis player? This female tennis player, Australian. I don't want to drop it. Ash Barty, yes. I'm the Ash Barty of the mosquito tennis world. Flies, you're gonna die. Can't wait to see Exceed's reaction. Electric mosquito tennis racket. Peace Swan, thank you very much. Welcome to all the new viewers in chat who have no idea what they've come into. Yes, we sometimes have issues with flies that come into the house because they smell my delicious food, and now I can, because I don't like using fly spray around the food, so now I can just whack them. It's not whack-a-mole, it's whack-a-fly. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Peace Swan. Pew, 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 pew. There's someone he's born to. Top left, Peace Swan. Now you know where you are. Bang. Thank you very much. Appreciate the gift. Super dope. I appreciate the gifts. Guys, look at this. Boop, 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 boo. Peace One, I feel like I'm getting like a theme. Mini rackets and big rackets. For those that are watching the VOD, Usher is playing. Let it burn. Let those flies burn in the electricity. Sick. All right, we need to figure out a way to charge it. I had a friend who'd hit his brother with one of those growing up. Ready for battle. Okay. Do I have a USB hub? I don't want to put it onto the same plug as the stream stuff, because in case it shorts out. It's called a Zomac, for those that are wondering. We don't exactly know how it works yet, because I tried to touch it. Ah! That scared me more than it hurt. It didn't hurt, it just scared me. It scared me. It zapped my finger. Did you see that? Did you see that? All right. We go and put it away. It works. It is charged. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just scared me. It didn't hurt or anything. I don't think it would have enough voltage to be able to do any damage to me, but whoa. I need to sit down for a bit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Peace Swan, thank you very much. Cooking streamer dies by electrocuting self with fly racket. That's just going to be the banner. This is my favourite song. Nice. I'm glad. Oh my goodness. All right, just want to wash my hands from being electrocuted. Peed myself a little bit. Kidding. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. We're going to go back and we're going to knead it again. Okay. Molly testing out the new fly swatter. Oh my God. Exclamation mark PO box if you want to send me something cool too. Oh my gosh. All right, so you want to stretch it out, make sure it's nice. Okay, I've still got adrenaline going through me. That really scared me. And it made, do you see the light? I don't know what the recording looks like and the clip. It scared me. Okay, so this is our dough. Looking good. And this is for our cinnamon swirls. Flies better rethink coming to our house, I know. could go on perfectly cut screams on Reddit. Repost it. Put it there, Potzer. Do it. You guys can, if things are funny, and like they're good funny, not making fun of me funny, feel free to share them. Everyone needs to know about the mosquito racket. Maybe it will benefit someone else's life. I see why it has a trigger rather than being on all the time. It's safer that you press the trigger and then you swat, because being on all the time, that's unsafe. I don't know where it was made, but it's good safety thing, I think. You know, you don't know if it gets in the wrong hands. What could happen? So you're funny. I'm going to see Jimmy Carr tonight. I don't know who Jimmy Carr is. Hey Google, who is Jimmy Carr?
According to Wikipedia, James Anthony Patrick Carr is a British-Irish comedian, presenter, writer, and
Would I
actor.
know him, Nito?
He is known for his deadpan delivery of controversial one-liners, for which he has been both praised and criticized, and his distinctive laugh. Do you want to hear about some of his TV shows or learn more about his bio?
No, that sounds like you.
Okay then.
All right. We can get rid of them, please. Forever. He's the one who laughs like a donkey. You guys want to hear a distinctive laugh? You got to hear my brother Belgor. His proper laugh. Okay. Jimmy Carr. Does he laugh at his own jokes? Oh, I don't know this guy. Videos. Okay, we're going to listen to Jimmy Carr laugh. Okay. A minute of laughs. It's called a minute of laughs. I love it because he goes, ha, 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 ha. It's
I don't know why I laugh like that. It's one of life's mysteries.
ready? Can you hear it? Never heard of him, don't even know anything about him, but I feel like I like him now. Yes! Nice. Bless him. Bless his cotton socks. All right. Doe done. Doe done? He looks like a ventriloquist. But he's like, sometimes when he laughs, he's got like no expression in his face. He's like, ha, 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 like that. He hosts 8 out of 10 cats. What, is that a show? The show is called 8 out of 10 cats. Does countdown and big fat quiz. Worth checking out on YouTube. Okay. He's done a lot of, okay. Oh, he has a lot of work done, like his face. Good on him. Makes him feel good. I'm all about it. does countdown. He hosts 8 out of 10 cats. Does countdown. But what does that 8 out of 10 cats mean? Eight out of 10 cats does countdown. It's basically comedians playing countdown, which is called letters and numbers here. What is Kate? I don't know what countdown is. I always thought countdown was that show where they count down from 10 to 1, and it's like the top 10 things. Didn't Bert Newton used to host the show called Countdown? Or it was like a music show or something? That's 10 to 1. No, the Molly Meldrum one. Yeah, Countdown. Yeah, I'm getting confused. What's the game show about? Letters and numbers. Now I'm confused. Letters and numbers. So it's like a game show on Oh, yeah, okay. You know when you have you either have two families. Your families that watch SBS and ABC, and your families that you grow up and you watch the other Channel 7, Channel 10, Channel 9. My family never really watched, and I didn't have a lot of experience with ABC or SBS. Where, yeah, it's not a bad or good thing, but yeah, my family never really, I didn't have a lot of exposure. And so I feel like there's all this part of my history that, you know, like Exceed's mum used to watch SBS and ABC, like alternative, you know, stations. I was always too mainstream for that. On Basic B. It's a show where you get 7 random letters and have to make words, and a selection of numbers and have to do maths. But it's with comedians in the UK, so it's funny. Oh, that would be good. Hardly watch SBS and ABC. I feel that 100%. Yeah. Like, people talk about shows like, is it, you know, Good Game with Hex, Steph and Barjo? I'd never watched that in my life. I feel like there's a whole part of my childhood that I missed out on. People talk about, you know, Good Game and the resurgence or whatever. I was like, I'd never heard of this person before. They were like, when we started streaming on Twitch, they're like, Barjo's come to Twitch, yes! Like, Barjo's an amazing person. And we kind of, you know of him now and you know, we've rated each other and whatever. But I'd never heard of him before I started streaming, ever. But he's this huge celebrity that I missed out on in my life. He's a great streamer, lovely person. Barjo is how I found Twitch, and then you found us through that. How good. Me too. I was like, who is that? Yeah. Okay. So we're letting the dough fluff and do its thing and rise. So now we're going to make wontons. Wonton skins. You just get these from the Asian grocer, or you can get them usually from your regular grocer now these days. A lot more kind of, what's the word, like, findable? What am I looking for? They're a lot more available. Findable. Good. I'm working on my English. Wonton skins. These ones are white. Sometimes if they've got with egg, I think they're yellow. Accessible, that's the word. I don't know why these are a different colour, to be honest. I just think that maybe they don't have a colouring, a food colouring, or they don't have egg in them. But I assume that they would have egg. Because it says wheat flour, salt, egg. Oh, egg white powder. Okay, so it's no egg yolk. They're just pale. We like pale things around here. Not everything needs to see the sun. Okay, we're cooking a recipe from First Things First. Okay, I'm going to take that away for the moment because that will be used later. You want to turn to recipe number 26, wonton noodle soup. The things you'll need is protein, so we're using chicken. You could use chicken and prawn, you could use pork and prawn, beef, whatever you like in a wonton or a dumpling. Spring onions or scallion, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, sesame oil, pepper, wonton wrappers. And then for the soup, we're gonna add garlic, ginger, chicken stock, wonton noodles. So I'm gonna show you egg noodles, bok choy, soy sauce, sesame oil, and some chili and coriander or cilantro, okay? Oh, thank you, Nito, appreciate it. All right, so spring onion, some coriander or cilantro, some ginger that has been frozen. Little trick from me to you is freeze your ginger, helps it stay longer. And also you can grate it easier. Love your streams, you have a great voice and accent, thank you. Appreciate it. Bok choy, I forgot. So the bok choy, you could add any type of veggie you want. The Asian style veggies are great with this. Okay, broccoli is good. Beans are really good as well. Beans were not available at my grocery store. Bok choy. Okay, so in the back, we're gonna need soy sauce. You guys gotta remember, soy sauce, sesame oil, noodles. Sesame sauce, sesame oil, soy sauce, and noodles. I think that's it. Let's get them, we'll start off with that. All right, let's go into the pantry, walk around the corner. Throw that in the rubbish pile. Testing you, what did I say? Noodles. Egg pasta or egg noodles. You could use, I usually like to get the store, like the fresh noodles from the Asian grocer, but now I don't live near a good Asian grocer. This is good, it's just pasta. Then we want soy sauce and sesame oil. So, soy sauce. And I did buy a new sesame oil. Didn't I? Did I? Oh crap. I swear I did. Yeah, there. This one, Coles brand. Sesame oil. Trying a different, trying something new. Okay. Light soy or regular soy sauce. You don't really want to use dark soy because we want that saltiness. Then sesame oil, you can add some beautiful like toasted nutty flavor, really nice. Then the garlic and ginger, add some beautiful spices, aromatics. If you wanted to go this a little bit further, you could add some star anise. You could add some cinnamon cloves, make it more like a pho if you wanted. But this is the basis of these recipes in the cookbook are really simple recipes that are flavorful, that you can recreate really quickly and really, you know, be really delicious, not have too many ingredients in them. Okay, so garlic, like that. So we're making the wontons, then we'll wrap them up in the wonton wrappers, then we'll make the soup and then cook the noodles and the, you know, everything else later. So what I'm going to be using is spring onion. I've got chicken thighs here. We're going to blend them up to make like a ground meat or ground mince to, you know, make the filling for the dumpling. So soy sauce, garlic, ginger, sesame oil, a bit of pepper. Okay. Oh, I can cook this now. Put it on boil. Might as well, hey? All right. Has anyone made the wonton noodle soup from First Things First? I think there's heaps of you that have. Okay, put that there. You can use a blender, food processor. I like this. So basically this is a food processor attachment for your immersion blender. So stick blender, immersion blender, basically just goes in here, clicks in, spins this blade, and it chops everything. So it's very, very useful. Okay. All right, so we've got our thighs. Like that. And we're gonna add in 1, 2, 3, we'll go 4. Pop them over here. We're gonna pop them in the freezer. Bulk pack that I bought from Costco. I think it was like 20. Let's have a look. So those thighs, it was $23 for 2.2 kilos, just over 2.2 kilos. Pretty good. Okay, so this makes it really simple. Get yourself a chopping board. That is contaminated because it's got raw chicken on it. So we're gonna keep that away. Scallion or spring onion. Take the end off, part of the green part, like that. Wash them, and then we're just going to chop them into bits like that, so they blend easier. Okay. I better wash it. I was thinking about it. Oh, I love this song. Do you guys like Goo Goo Dolls? In my head. All right, so I like to blend it a little bit, then add the rest of the stuff in. Plug it in. All right, pulse. So good. This whole immersion blender with all the attachments was like $30. This is my second one in the past 8 years. I love it. So good. I'm just going to give it a shake to get the stuff at the top to go down to the bottom. There we go. Okay, now next thing we need is some soy sauce, some garlic, ginger, sesame oil. Super easy. All right, tip that like that. Sit it all there. So we're gonna add in 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, like that. Some sesame oil. Sesame oil is a teaspoon, like that. Ginger and garlic. And the great thing about this is you don't need to chop it finely because the machine will. To make it easier, I just chop it in like little, quarters maybe. Help distribute it evenly. Just to be sure. Where do you keep your sesame oil? In the pantry. All the Asian sauces sit in, they're like a drawer. So I've got them divided. So vinegars in like a tub, Asian sauces, hot sauces, and like other, like condiments like ketchups and barbecue sauces and stuff like that all sit in another one. What about you guys? I don't know. I don't keep many condiments in the fridge unless they're like spice pastes, mayonnaise. Like I keep Kewpie once it's open in the fridge. But the other stuff, I don't know, has enough sugar and salt in it that I think it is preserved. I don't think it's good for it. It looks strange now. Oh no. So they're the cloves. I'm just going to cut them in quarters. Chester can smell the chicken. Okay, garlic. Excuse me, Chess. Like this. I like to go heavy on the ginger because it's one of my favorite spices. This is perfect when it's like chicken soup when you feel like you're feeling a bit poorly and feeling a bit sick. This is one of my favorite things. Heavy ginger, heavy garlic, make a nice broth with some poached chicken or wontons and it will make you feel good. You know, garlic and ginger, antibacterial properties, antiviral. There we go. So we're going to add flavor. You'll notice we're adding flavor into the wontons, but then also we're going to add flavor, similar flavors, soy sauce, sesame, garlic, ginger into the broth as well. So it's all really, really good. Okay. There we go. Molly, question about the fridge and freezer bins photo you posted in Discord. Do you have any of them at all? Photo is from All Things Shopping. Fridge and freezer bins photo you posted on Discord. Do you have any of them at all? Oh, I don't. The ones from Target, I don't. It was just a photo that I saw and that I recommended. That might be good. But, after Kate posted her photo, I thought that might be something that you guys might like. Okay. Get these to go in there. Just push the top to the bottom. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom. It looks like it's going to be tasty. Yeah, it should be. If it goes to the bottom, you know what I need? Piece 1 spatula. Let's give it a wash. Look at this, coming in clutch already. I don't know if they're from Costco. I thought they're from Target. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is just scooping this out and then gonna put this stuff at the bottom, the garlic and stuff. I must have overfilled it, my fault. So this is just from Target. It's good. Oh, did I say they were from Costco? Oh, I don't know which ones you're talking about then. I'll have to have a look. Come on. Just sit where you want you to sit. You're sitting on the place. Why wouldn't you go in? I'm being gentle and everything. Oh, hold on. No, it isn't sitting in right. Hold on. That was my fault. I'm sorry. You broke it? Maybe. There we go. Yes. Oh, a little bit more. It smells so good. Okay, so best thing about this, undo that. That goes in the washing machine or not the washing machine, the dishwasher or the sink. Keep that free. Electronics are safe. Okay, grab this. Like that. Use your amazing spatula. Spatula for the bachelor. Oh my God, why didn't it chop perfectly? It's fine. It's fine. Look at that. All right, and that's your filling. Like I said, you could use anything in there. I blended and made my own ground chicken, but you just use anything from the store, it's fine. Pork, chicken, prawn, scallop. You're just limited by your imagination. Okay. Okay, we want to keep that stuff to the right of me clean and not contaminated. So, here we go. That. Wonton wrappers. Spoon. And a little dipping finger bowl. Like that. Okay. Get yourself some scissori. Scissors. Fabuloso. Fabulous. Now, multiple ways you can do this, guys. There's different folds and things. I'm not fancy. I don't really care that much. I just want to eat as quick as possible. And I like to get this is from something that Levi taught me, Levolocious. Getting like a tray, putting your dumplings onto the tray once you've made them. Okay, so make your station, your filling, your wrappers, space here to make them, dip your fingers in, put them there, okay? So, start with a wrapper, one single one, like that. Get yourself like a tablespoon of filling, like that. Get your finger, run down the corners, go in diagonals like this. Make sure you pinch out any of the air. Okay, so that, easy styles, just in half diagonally, so it turns into that. Or you can go a bit extra and then just pinch so they look like little hats. Okay, whatever you want to do, that's easiest. Same thing. Okay, about a tablespoon of filling into the middle, finger, dip, and go in an L direction, corner to corner. I pinch the corners first and then I pinch the sides together. Cool? Make sure you've got no air, because that air, when it goes into hot water, that air bubble will increase in size and then it will pop open your dumpling. Cool? So these can be air fried, baked, deep fried, and they'll be nice as well. Easy? And just repeat. Get yourself a chair, because it's pretty boring doing this, but you'll thank yourself later. This is the thing that you give to kids because they think it's fun. It's like stamping out cookies for me. I like to do the first one or two and then I get bored. If you want to do this and thank yourself later, make double and sit there and do them all, because then you just freeze them uncooked. This is the thing you do when you don't want to deal with kids. Oh, true, yeah, yeah. This is true. You're like, honey, I can't do it. My hands are busy. My hands are dirty. You parent the kids. I like that. All right, I'm just cooking these noodles. I'm just using egg pasta. It's the only thing that I could find. I'm just going to do 3, 4. How many? Is that a portion? I don't think I've ever used these noodles before. Cooks in 6 minutes. We'll go with that. We're going to add some salt. That was me last night. I like it. Hey, Dirty Fucker, welcome back. All right. Go in L. L, pinch, like that. And then bring the corners together, pinch. Oh, Dirty Farthead, welcome back as well. We're making wonton noodle soup, and you know what we should do. Work smarter, not harder. Just lay these out like that. These two are ripped, so I'm a bit nervous about them. See what happens. You can use this mixture as dumplings. Meatballs if you want to. Nice Asian style dumpling. And meatball. Keep wanting to say meatball, and dumpling keeps coming out of my mouth. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Dip. L. 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 So there's a little bit of corn flour dusted on these, and they help acts like glue. So they help stick it together. All right, grab it, corner to corner, and then work your way down and pinch. Pinch, pinch, pinch. No air bubbles allowed, okay? No air bubbles. If you put an air bubble, I'll come and find you. No air bubbles allowed. Corner to corner, pinch, make it like a little hat, flip it over, throw it away. Corner to corner, pinch. No air bubbles allowed. Like that. So you can just kind of squish. La 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 la. Like that. All right, I'm going to do this so I can keep an eye on it. It's amazing that you have a closed caption enabler for review. Of course, it's really important to us that as many people as can view and the content as possible and be involved. We want our community to be inclusive as possible, and we have community members that are hard of hearing, and also community members that work from home or work while they watch us. And I love people that have captions, on their Instagram and stuff as well, because sometimes you can't listen with audio on. The problem is I just need to speak clearer so it picks me up. Okay, keep going. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 10. So quite a few more to go. All right, keep doing them. Okay, so we're making cinnamon scrolls as well. Are you guys more interested in regular brown sugar? Or do you like the idea of having apple and cinnamon? We could add nuts. What do you think? What kind of rolls, scrolls do you guys like? Do you like chocolate scrolls? This recipe is super versatile, so you don't just need to do, you don't have to be limited. One of the big things, I don't know if you guys are catching on, is for me, versatility. Sometimes I like cinnamon rolls, not as often, but I really like chocolate rolls. And so this recipe, I can do half chocolate, half cinnamon. I could do apple and cinnamon, apple and pecan. I could do banana. Super versatile. Because you can halve the recipe and do half and half, or this time you do it this flavor, this time you do it next flavor. Recipes should be fluid. Drops of roses and dresses. More things in this world should be fluid. Is a man. There we go. More versatile recipes, I think. Swism sweater, let's have an adventure. Do you know, fun fact, I used to love this song. This was like one of my favourite songs when it first came out, and I had no idea where its resurgence came from, and it just was getting played on the radio, and I was like so frustrated. I was like, why couldn't people like this song when it first came out? And it's just because of TikTok, or it was in some TV show or something. Now it's getting the, you know, the love it deserves. Oh, for you here. It's weird how some things just pop up. Hold your hand in the holes of my sweater. I used to listen to a lot of music like this. Muse, Paramore. I love it when it came out too. Look at the nudes. All right. Take it out, strain it. You don't want it, like instead of like pasta, we don't want to keep the liquid, the water. I don't think I've ever heard this song. Who sings it? Let me have a look. Hey Google, who sings the song Sweater Weather?
Sweater Weather was recorded by The Neighborhood.
The Neighborhood, that's it. Okay. I think, where did I hear it first? I think it was like in a TV show when I heard it years ago. Hey Google, when was Sweater Weather first released?
The release date of Sweater Weather was the 19th of April 2013.
There we go. You guys are more than welcome to add suggestions to the playlist. Pop it in Discord and I'll add it. If you have any things that you'd like. Old school stuff. I like a bit of a mix. Okay. Hey Google, who is the lead singer of The Neighborhood?
Jesse James Rutherford's musical group is The Neighborhood.
Hey Google, who is Jesse James Rutherford married to? Whoa!
According to Wikipedia, beginning in 2015, Rutherford was in a relationship with Devin Lee Carlson, model and co-founder of Wildflower Cases. Together, they were elected 2019's Most 2019 Couple by GQ. To find out more, look for the
I know where
link in
she's
your
from.
Google Home or Google Assistant
Orioles,
app.
thank you for tier 2 for 50 months. Dang! Thank you very much. Never heard of them. I absolutely get that. I have so many niche songs that I feel are underappreciated. Yeah. Orioles, hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Come on in. It's a bit strange, is it? 2019 couple. 2019's most 2019 couple. It's just an award for having an award, sake of having an award. 76. All right, come on in. We're making dumps. No, well, wontons. Kind of. Do you think a wonton is? It's a dumpling, isn't it? So. First. Look at that. They're totally dumps. I don't think so, for sure. Oh, hey Google, are wontons dumplings?
What do you need me to do?
Are dumplings the same as wontons? Or wontons dumplings?
On the website ebfood.com.my, they say, the difference between a dumpling and a wonton is that a dumpling is made of dough that either contains ingredients or has a filling, but a wonton is a traditional Chinese dumpling that typically has stuffings like meat or seafood and veggies. I also found an answer to this question. Can I use dumplings instead of wonton? Do you want to
Stop.
hear it?
Guys, they're different because they have ingredients and stuffings. Oh, heaven forbid wontons and dumplings have ingredients and fillings. Alrighty. Oh. All right, that's our wontons, nearly done. I can't bother doing it. Oh, there's only a few more. Okay, so you're all full bottle on making dumplings or wontons. You got to make them with the fillings and the ingredients. It's got all the ingredients, all that it needs. She's not better than Jarvis. Also, Wikipedia says a wonton is a type of Chinese dumpling. So there, Google. Told you. You guys were given a hard time about Jarvis. She's just as bad. We don't know where she came from, but Jarvis has somehow been replaced. We need Jarvis back. He's sassy, but at least he sometimes answers my question. Sometimes. Oh, that's a bit much. Have you ever made dumplings, wontons, or cinnamon scrolls? Cinnamon rolls? Pinch. Number one rule, no air bubbles. If you strongly requested your Mexican creamy corn dip, so I made it last night. And, have you made it before? How did it turn out? He strongly requested it. I love that. Surely they say exactly the same thing regardless of what the... Yeah. Just playing around. Sometimes a creature of habit, you know? I was going to say something, but it's very, very inappropriate. Just once before, it was better this time around. Got the butter to be better colour. Love it. Great work. Post a photo. Stace. Where's my photo? Look, there are dumplings. We're getting there. Okay, we'll probably make another 6. I know, I failed on the photo. Is the man still doing his subathon? His streamathon? I don't know how he does it. He is, oh my God. It's a great way to get out of family gatherings. Be like, oh, I've just got to stream. When are you free? Oh, I don't know when I'm free. I'll just, whenever my chat wants me to be free. For those that don't know, Iffy, officially Iffy, one of our friends, streamer. He's doing a non-stop stream, subathon. He does stream while he sleeps. This is a fun music video. Which one's this? Is this the one that she's in the cage? With Shia LaBeouf. How did I get in? Chef Jake, welcome in. How did I get into Twitch? So about nearly 6 years ago, we were watching Twitch, and we just went into the IRL. It was IRL? No, it was back then. Yeah, IRL. Everything non-gaming was IRL. And there was a girl cooking, and she was doing all right. She was just chatting, and it seemed quite fun. But she was having a bit of an issue cooking, and it was funny to watch and get involved in the chat and everything. And my husband turned to me and he said, like, with your cooking skills, which is me, and his tech skills, we could like do a cooking stream and we could have a lot of fun and, you know, be able to teach people like some cooking stuff and how I cook and as self-taught. And the next day we went out and we got a microphone and a camera, wide angle lens. And the 20th of April 2017, we went live. I made some scones and some soup, I think. And then that was it, start of something. It was for a while, it was a hobby and did it after work and weekends. And we were streaming, and then we went out streaming 5 days a week. And then I went full time. I stopped nursing and now I do it as my full-time job. A lot more involved than that, obviously, but that is the crux. Just be able to interact with people all around the world. It is amazing. Just being able to share, teach tips and tricks that I've learned and things that I do as a like home cook with kind of like an interest in food science and always leveling up my knowledge, and also being able to share, you know, in different people, different community members' culture and different ways of cooking, different ways of doing things. Food brings bring people together. It doesn't matter your race, religion, your political views. Everyone's got to eat. Everyone's got opinions on food, and it has the ability to recreate memories, transport you through time and space. Why did you make noodles and wontons for the soup? Why did you make noodles? And because we're making wonton noodle soup, so we've got wontons to go in the soup, and then we're going to make a soup broth base, and then noodles as well. So we've got both. You can just do noodle soup if you want, or just do wonton soup, but I like a little bit of both. The having something chewy, you know, you could do meatballs if you didn't want to have wontons, but the wontons add like chewy texture, and then you've got adds more substance, you know, bulks it out a bit with the noodles. The recipe is in our cookbook, our cookbook, First Things First. So easy, simple recipes. You can get an ebook or a physical version. I just started a week ago and it's fun. Yeah, I love that. Congratulations. Your story is awesome. Love learning from your stream. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, so over here, history, I started as a operating room nurse. I still have my registration, but I always wanted to do something that, you know, was interacting with people and talking and somewhat teaching. And this is what I love the ability to do this. I feel very honored to be able to do this and share recipes on the website and learn from everyone. Alrighty, so we're just going to do these last three and then work on our broth. But before that, I think we even might just go back to our cinnamon rolls because we're doing two things at once. That's the thing with anything yeast related, you know, breads, pastries, they take a bit of a time to proof. So it's good to multitask when we're doing a few recipes at a time, or we'll just be sitting around talking. And I get in trouble. Sometimes I talk too much on stream. All right, so let's go here. Dumplings. So you can, like I said, you can leave them like this. And these kind of have little tails, but I like to just put a little bit of water, pinch them together like that, press. A colleague finished up with us recently, finished his nursing studies and was starting a role as an ER nurse. Nice! That's awesome. Takes a very special person to be in ER, ED. A lot of patience. It's a very cool environment. I think maybe I would have liked to have had a placement there. I did a few different areas. I really liked, it's basically called the Royal Flying Doctors, if you're outside of Australia. Australia is such a huge country, but a lot of places are very rural and a lot of farms that are, you know, isolated. And so what can happen is we have like small aircraft that can transport usually a nurse. Usually it's a highly qualified nurses, not often the doctors, it's mainly nurses that will fly with a pilot, and you fly to and land. You can land in the middle of the bush, or you can land in a small, you know, hospital, and you provide assistance and transport to the bigger hospitals and bring them back to the main city. Very cool. Very, very cool. I did a placement there. But you need to be really highly trained. So you need to have your midwifery. So you need to be a nurse and a midwife, because you could be transporting babies, pregnant ladies. And I really loved it. So I had the opportunity, they wanted to, for me, because I was only a student nurse, to do my midwifery course and then come back and work there. But things changed and I went on to did like theatre, operating room. I love that as well. So yeah, it was just something different. Thinking about starting, to be honest, you don't see a lot of people doing cooking streams. There's quite a bit, there's quite a nice food and drink community on Twitch. All different countries, languages, styles of cooking. Plus doing social media content. Nice, good on you, congratulations. Is this RFDS? Yes. Yeah, Benita, talking about the Royal Flying Doctors. Yeah. Okay, dumplings, like that. Bok choy, there. So we'll just put this aside, cover these. I would pass out in an operating room. No, it's not too bad. There's actually a lot less blood than people think. And it used to grind my gears a bit, because if there was bleeding, something went wrong. Like the surgery or the surgeon fucked up. Like everything is very controlled, very precise. Like the position where they cut is very well planned and organized, and it's not what you see on Grey's Anatomy and TV shows and things like that. It's, you know, in a trauma situation, of course, like in the theatre or trauma surgery, it could be, but then it's usually pretty well maintained and gets to a situation where it's controlled. Like regular planned operations, it's not like that. Even from things like amputations and stuff, it's not what you see. It's always a lot more exaggerated. Okay, so this is our dough. So I'm just going to deflate it. Nice and soft. We're going to roll this out. Bring our silicone mat back. Plus out the shower from a minor cut. Oh no, you poor thing. Yeah, it has been lying to you, 100%. 100%. Okay. I should have wiped the bench a bit better. Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Okay. Grab yourself. In a minute, we're going to grab the big rolling pin. And we're going to make our filling. So you want to do half cinnamon apple pecan. We can do that. I'm a lawyer and I love how everyone thinks our jobs is, oh yeah. My husband works for a law firm, and I went into the office. He took me into the office. I was like, this is nothing like Suits. Where's the ball pit? Where's the ball pit? You know, where they argue and they do like mock fights and stuff. But it is incredible. It's beautiful. Like you've got the part of the office is divided in half. You've got the client facing, beautiful, sweeping views of the city and very, nice presented offices. And then you go around the corner and then there's like the other side of because they own 2 floors. The other side is completely like just cubicles of like, that's where they work.
Finally made it to 6.
That's where the work happens.
Yay.
Hello,
Howdy, Molly and Jack.
Mr. Mina. Thank you for 6 months. Come on in. Welcome back for another month. Thank you for being a Mollytopian. Okay. Everyone thinks it's like that, yeah. Then we got the sweatshop out the back. Yep. So my husband works for IT, and he works in the level that's all just like the sweatshop. When he goes into the office, he usually works from home. But okay. So cinnamon filling: brown sugar, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, butter. Okay. So I am a big fan. Anytime a recipe has cinnamon, I usually add ginger and a little bit of nutmeg. Or from the cookbook, which if you haven't got this, it's a great way to support the channel, but it has over 75 recipes, which will blow your mind. Super easy, simple recipes. We created this in the time of COVID when we were, originally started as like a few page document. We were gonna give out to community members for free, just if we were going into lockdown, what to stock up on at the grocery store that could make simple, delicious food in the freezer and from the pantry. And then it grew into like what equipment to buy, how to defrost this food safely and how to, preserve, it just grew. So then it was a 105-page document. We gave it as free, like pay as you feel back in 2020. And then after that, we've self-published. It has amazing recipes, which one of them is the wonton noodle soup, and the spice section. This is spice mixes. The chai powder is one of the most popular in all of the recipes. So it's a mixture of clove, nutmeg, pepper, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, turmeric, vanilla bean seeds. If you don't have that, you can tweak it to your preference. But it is very good. We also have, you can pick up our newest cookbook, which is All In Together, which is slow and pressure cooking. Get them in a bundle too. It's a great way of supporting the channel. Okay, need brown sugar, so let's go in the back. Where the night's going down. I'm going down. Brown sugar. We'll get some pecans too. You wanna move, you better dance. It's a Mollytopia hoedown. Brown sugar, pecans. Move that out of the way. And we need a bowl. Like that. And we're gonna add some apple as well. But problem is, I've lost my peeler. So I've been trying to avoid peeling for the last, 2 months. It's gone, I think I left it at my mum's Airbnb, and my stepdad can't find it. So maybe they found it and they took it home. Hold it. It's about to go down. It's going down. Printed it out and laminated. Nice. Okay, so apple, brown sugar, butter. Into a bowl, we're going to add half a cup, so 1 stick of butter. So this recipe should be the new one on the website next week. Miss Molly Mondays. If you haven't checked out the recipe of the week, it is barbacoa beef. And I also wrote a blog post. So I hope you guys like that. You can go to at the top, tips and tricks, and there'll be a blog post on the best cuts for pressure cooking, slow cooking. That's not all of them. Obviously, there's heaps more, but they're just kind of like the ones that I recommend. There we go, 115 grams. Nice. Oh, that looks so yummy. Do it, Stace. Make it. Tacos, burrito bowls. So many options to use it. It's the beef. So, and I've written some suggestions there. Let me know if you want me to like bulk that out and flesh that out. I'm always looking for suggestions of what you guys like to see on the website. Strong. 1 cup of brown sugar. All right, that tortilla's gone. I need some. Oh, I made focaccia. Good thing, tip to help your brown sugar stay nice is put a piece of bread in there. This absorbs the moisture, so your brown sugar doesn't clump. It's funny, this song I studied at school, history class. We studied this song about like its significance to, you know, the Russian, like Russia's war, you know, Russian royal family. 300. He was big and strong. He was not. Okay. Okay. Did you say bread in the brown sugar? Yes. Bread, tortilla. Bread's better because it holds more moisture. But this is focaccia, just a little bit I've ripped off. I swear you hacked my Spotify playlist for these songs. Okay, and then we're doing cinnamon, sugar, cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg. You could do clove as well. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ground, and ginger. Gingerbread. Oh. Okay, cinnamon. 1.5 teaspoons. One and a half teaspoons. Nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Haven't you people ever heard? Closing the goddamn door, no. Face these kinds of things. Later I'll be in the kitchen making shortbread. Others can... Nice. What's Aussie Wheels? That's nice. In case anyone was wondering, don't dance and wash the food processor blade at the same time. The more you know. Hope you're okay. Do you and Exceed find that you call each other stream names often in day-to-day? My husband and I always call each other Kato and Peachy. Sounds weird hearing my real name from him. Hold on, so are you Peachy? So you have two different game names? We refer to each other, like, so I won't call him, like, so I call him Babe or he calls me Dear. I'm Kato, he's Peachy, or like we call each other Babe or whatever, but I refer to him as Exceed often. Like, and he'll refer, like he'll say to me, oh, sometimes like Molly will do this or whatever. Yeah, but the thing is, people don't realize Molly is my childhood nickname. So my mum and my grandma call me Molly. My brother's girlfriend, she was nearly calling me Molly the other day. We went to Costco and she was like, I nearly called you Molly. And I was like, that's okay. I just realized your name isn't Molly. Yeah, my real name is Lauren, but the whole point like of Miss Molly Makes, it's like an ode to my grandma and my childhood. Just a name like that I've always been called. Molly, Pole, Mole. My mom calls me Mole, M-O-L, more often than anything. My grandma calls me Miss Molly. Polly, Lolly, everything. Yeah. So I respond to Molly. If someone said to me like, hey Molly, I'd respond. So it's not as normal, as like weird, but calling Exceed in like public, if I'm saying to like my mom or stepdad or, Exceed's family, sometimes I refer to him as Exceed. In Instagram videos, I always refer to him as Exceed. People don't always know. I only knew it because I saw it on one of the cookbooks. Yeah. Lauren and Troy George. All right, next one. Okay, so that's your filling. Brown sugar, butter mix. And, okay. So I don't have a peeler, so we're gonna have to figure out how to peel these. Quarter them. Thank you for your order. Who was that? Heck yeah. Thank you so much. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. How cool. Benita, thank you very much. Very cool, I appreciate it. All right. I don't want to waste too much of this apple. Okay, so do it as my grandma did it. Don't watch this. I really want apple in my things. All the merch is so good. I use my mat every day. I love to hear that. It's really important to us. Anything that we do, we want it to be something that we would use ourselves, and we like, we hold ourselves to high kind of standards, and we want our merch to be like that as well. You bought the mats? Oh my gosh, you're gonna love them. We'll get them sent out to you as soon as possible. The mats are great. Thank you. Guys, if you have some of the merch, give us a review in chat. You might be pushing someone over the edge. Also, a review on the website would be awesome. What's your favorite bit of merch? I use the silicone mats all of the time. So often that sometimes I don't have them clean for stream. You just dishwasher safe, oven safe, microwave safe, molly safe. Just don't cut on them and you'll be good. I love the mat I bought. Yes. My hubby won't let me buy them between now. I get that. Understandable. Tax. Damn adulting. It's all good. I'm gonna have to buy no, Piece One, you're banned from buying mats. Piece One owns the most mats. People have been asking for more merch. We will do more merch once these ones sell. Shuffly, welcome in. I've been a chef for 15 years. I've never seen never seen an apron not so well. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's all in the apron. I did it even without thinking. You've definitely worn some aprons in your life in 15 years. All right. The aprons are great too. Yeah, so I rotate between aprons. We have Miss Molly's silicone aprons. They're not silicone aprons. They're double-sided aprons. They're black on one side, red on the other. And I love them. But I thought this one went nicely with my dress today. Apple and cinnamon, yeah. So we're gonna do some plain cinnamon and then apple, cinnamon, and pecan. I lost my peeler, so I haven't done this in years. My grandma was so good at this. She used to peel so thin and do really big, long snakes. So she used to compete with us. It was a competition. Like, we're pretty competitive in our family. She used to compete with us. We had a peeler and she would have a knife, and who could make the longest snake. She always bloody won. And she was doing it with a knife too. Okay. I'm a type of person that drops stuff down my front and forgets and goes out to the shops looking like a moron. Yeah, I often get stuff on my shirt. Pistachios, okay. Interesting. Hold on, pistachios and cinnamon? Pistachios, cinnamon scrolls? All right, so here I like to do smaller diced apples. You can fit more in the roll, and as they cook, they kind of soften and they don't take up too much space. So you get more of them each bite. I don't think I've ever heard this version of the song. Yes, try a good combination. Okay. My dad used to peel an apple with a knife in one coil. Okay. That's awesome. Old school, hey? This is a moment. So it doesn't matter what size you choose, as long as they're all even cooking. Oh. I just had lunch. You sure you can fit in it? Okay. First rule of the kitchen, put a wet cloth under your cutting board. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where it's like, do as I say, not as I do. I haven't found a wet cloth that I like in all this time. Okay, dough. It is a cappella. See, because it doesn't grip, it does not as good as... I had these really good ones once, but I never... I used them in my cousin's kitchen and never been able to find this good one. Okay, apple. Pecans. I could do pistachios, but I'm not game. I'm not game yet. Pecans. All right, so these you can just chop. If you want to get a bigger knife, do that. But I don't want to make dishes, you know, mess. So just use a paring knife and watch your fingers. Now, I'm going to use a bigger knife. Got around. I want you to go over there. Don't come in contact. Same thing with the apples as pecans. You just want them chopped a bit smaller, just so that they distribute themselves nice and, you know, equally throughout the dough. And you have really big chunks. That'll be okay. Put that there. Grab this. All right, and the recipe says you want to roll it out to. Okay, what did I say? Filling we've made. Preheat the oven. That's something that we should do. 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, 350, 360 Fahrenheit. Okay. 23, hold on, what? 35 by 25 centimeters. So using your Miss Molly silica mat, if I wanted to say 25 centimeters is here, you line that up. So it's just about 10.5 inches, okay? So it's got centimeters down two sides and then inches down the other. So you can convert them pretty easily. And then, so 30 centimeters, what did I say, 30? 35 centimeters is about 14 inches. Cool. So roll it out a little bit, let it rest, and then roll it out a bit more. If you find that it's kind of stretching. If it is stretching, you know, it won't stretch outwards and it's getting tight. The gluten is getting tight. Alexander Hamilton. Like that. So a nice big rectangle. We're going to fill with our cinnamon all on the edges. No, oh, sorry, all in the middle and then just leaving a edge. So we can wrap it up, roll it up, and then half of it we're going to do an apple and nut mix. Why are you around? There we go. Oh. All right, just let that sit. If you get stuck, grab yourself a proper ruler to make it so like, because this isn't like, it's not come to zero and I'm a bit nervous. You can grab here. So that's 38. So it's just a bit wider, that's fine. And then, yeah, cool. So it's a bit bigger. But it means that the thinner it is, the more layers when you roll it over, roll it around, you just have more filling kind of in the scroll. You don't want it to be too thin because then there'll be like no substance, that it'll be too thin and it'll be like more like a pastry, kind of, there'll be less soft, fluffy dough, and there'll be more, like the balance will be off, the ratio will be off. So I just pick this up, stretch it inwards so it's not too big, patch that. Okay, so reading you this so it makes sense. After the dough is doubled in size, transfer to the surface, roll it out roughly 35 to 25 centimeters or 14 to 9 inches. Spread the butter mixture over the dough evenly, but leave a strip along the edge when we're going to roll it up. So this one here, the short edge, because we're going to roll it up towards that short edge. Okay. Hey, Rusty, welcome in. How you been? Another way you can do this is some people put the butter and then they sprinkle the brown sugar on. You can either. I like to do like this because it's just neater. I have to worry about sprinkling brown sugar in with my fingers getting dirty. Just grab a bit of brown sugar. Look, my fingers just got dirty anyway. That butter looks a little unappealing. Tastes good though. It tastes bloody good. Okay. Look at that. So lather all over and then just leaving a strip along this side. Okay. Could use a palette knife here if you wanted to. Look at that. Make sure it's nice and even. Yes. How good that looks. Crave something sweet already. Okay. And then this strip here, I'm going to do some pecans. Like that. The reason this bit is kept free is that that's what's going to, like, when the roll kind of comes, you roll it up, this is kind of like its zipper, like sticks to that. That will stick to the outside and so it doesn't open up. Where did you learn the science behind cooking? A lot of it is just self-taught. I love reading and I love listening to podcasts, reading, food science books. I think if it makes you a better cook and if you understand what's going on behind the scenes or like in a microscopic level, and if I can read that, I can then teach you guys. I can, share the knowledge that I learn, and you don't have to read the, 100-page book to learn about eggs and things like that. And that's why I like to just give tidbits, and with the new website that what we plan to do is write blog posts of recommendations. Like today, I released the barbacoa recipe for pressure cooker, slow cooker versions. And then it's like, okay, what is the best cut of beef to use in the pressure cooker or the slow cooker? I wrote a blog post of like what goes on in like a kind of why tough cuts and cheaper cuts are better, what's happening when they slow cook and pressure cook. It's not a huge lot of detail, I don't want to overwhelm you, but it's just something that you can learn, like a little tidbit. So when you go to cook next time in the slow cooker or use your pressure cooker, you'll know, like, nope, I'm not going to use a lean cut because of this happens, and it will go dry and it will not be as flavorful. Save some money, get a cheaper cut, cook it low and slow. Yeah. Like sources for food science. Hey King John, welcome in. There's a book called The Science of Spice and the Science of Cooking. I'll post a photo in Discord. There is websites like King Arthur Baking. There's heaps. You just got to do some searching. I think I can create some lists for you if you want. All right. Apple, cinnamon, pecan, cinnamon. Grab this from one end and we're going to roll to there. Just going to take off a little bit of this. So more of a little gap. Like that. Okay. And you just want to tightly, remember no air bubbles, just the way with the wontons. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, when we get to here, like that, what you want to do is pinch this closed. Okay. Biggest thing that I can tell you about scrolls, a tidbit, a trick. Does anyone know what I'm going to say? How to cut these and cut them so they're nice and neat. Does anyone know my trick? My tick. So pinching this will help them stop opening. String, kind of, no, not a wet knife. Let me see if I can find it first. Oh, my knees. Cheese cutter? No. Oh my gosh, it's put in the freezer? No. Close. Floss, dental floss. See, Carissa, thanks for being here. Grab yourself some dental floss. Like this, dental floss. And what you want to do is you want to put it underneath, cross it over, and pull. It creates tension around the outside. Minty, of course. I don't think you can get, I've not been able to find, well, I've had this for a long time because I only use it for scrolls. Waxed dental floss. But what happens is when you cut, like with a knife, you push down and you're making like a really like skinny, flat roll. We don't want that. We want to create a nice, flat, round, voluptuous scroll. And so when you cross it over like this and string and pull it, what happens is it cuts really nice and neatly because it's cutting from all the edges. Cinnamon with a hint of mint, yeah. String, dental floss, sewing thread, yeah. I just find that this is the most hygienic. String and sewing fiber could leave fibers, but whatever you've got really. I just find that this is what I prefer. So what you want to do is just go here, gently pick it up, pop it underneath where you want to cut, wriggle it around, and then go here, cross it over like that, and pull. Nice, neat cuts. Look at that. So the difference is this. Ready? See, it still works, but it's not as neat as that, is it? Look how pretty that is. Still works, but you're just gonna flatten it. Because I'm happy. Okay, I'm just gonna get some casserole dish, like this, casserole dish, and I'm just gonna cut just a little bit just for the bottom so it doesn't stick. Oh. That's not what I wanted. That's fine. That'll be okay. There we go. Rusty, thank you for gifting to Benita. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I'll leave that one out for the moment. Okay, so, no worries. Okay, so grab that, pick it up. Beautiful. You want some nice chunky scrolls. You don't want to make them too skinny, that's why I did this one. It's a bit too skinny for me. Because you want them to be big chunky boys. Okay. Hey, look at that one. Wriggle it around. Sorry, my hand's in the way. String is even pressure around, but the same cutting, breaking, cast. Oh, hold on. Oh. There we go. Look at that. This is the part where I had problems making the scrolls. Okay. String is even pressure all the way around, lol. About the same as cutting, breaking cast iron pipe with a chain cutter. I don't know what you mean. Okay. Slippery. That's why you should get a really long piece because then you can wrap it around your fingers and then pull. Look at those. Looking so good. I might do some cinnamon and then just the cinnamon apples in the casserole dish. Oh, this bit's a little bit skinny, so I can't really grab onto it. Should wipe my hands. There we go. Beautiful. And then we want to let them proof again so they can get big and fat and juicy. Not juicy, but get big and fat so that we can bake them. Cover them in frosting.